Now, the amount of people I've seen so far while trying to get through qualification, the amount of people running obscenely dented ships like fucking Elbings, Zeos, Henris, fucking Druids, like some of the most obscenely fucking Kitakamis, like stuff like that. That's just why on earth would you choose to play that over like literally anything else? But let's see. Schlieffen is going to be really annoying. Kitakami I'm not too worried about. Salem is a potential radar. Most likely is going to be a radar. Marceau is going to go for A, so that's all well and good. Shimakaze and Sherman for destroyers. There's one potential radar, and that is only an 8.5 kilometer radar, so it's not too bad. And we do have a Stalingrad radar as well to back us up. So I think right now we're probably going to play in between A and B. We're going to probably stick on like this little area right here, so that way our Marceau is going to be able to back us up, and we can potentially also have the Stalingrad radar as well. So the idea right now is that I can use my gimmick to lock down B fairly effectively as long as that Salem doesn't get involved, or as there's not like a suicidal Sherman. But I would prefer for that Stalingrad to be a little bit closer just so his radar will cover more. But at the same time, he has like, what is it? Is he a lighthouse? 14.2. So he's a regular build and he still has pretty high detection. So I understand him kind of taking a bit of the longer route, but I still wish that I would be able to benefit from his radar. But it is what it is. We are being located by one. There's Schlieffen right there. We're just going to gimmick right here. And we're going to shoot at this Sherman. We want to help out our Marceau as much as we can. That Sherman is sending it. No, he's not. We were able to save a good bit of health from our Marceau as well. Shimakaze was spotted in C, so Hydro was a little bit wasted, but played it safe. So I'm okay with it. I'm just gonna launch torpedoes like that. We really would like to try and spot this Schlieffen. But he's going to be behind a Sherman smoke most likely, so he's probably not going to be able to get anything. There's the Shima we could also try and do something about. Or we could maybe try and farm Salem or the Shiki. Okay, now this Salem is not gonna do that. The Schlieffen, on the other hand, she's just going to walk. So I'm gonna try and do something about that. Shatter, shatter, shatter. It's the life of low caliber HE. There goes the Schlieffen torpedoes. This Marseille in the... Oh, there is a Kitakami right there. Okay, those actually very well could have been Kitakami torpedoes. This Marseille is going to commit suicide via Schlieffen, possibly. Are we about to witness it? No, overpens Lamau. There's 1, 2, 3 deep water torpedo racks. And that guy's just going to kite away continually. Let's see. I have two options right now. I could try and get my farm on this Salem and this Shiki, or I can go try and do something about this Kitakami. This Salem is looking like he's gonna die pretty handily here. So that should be that taken care of. So I think I'm probably going to want to do something to possibly counter this Kitakami. Will I Citadel the Kitakami? That is the question. Yes, I will. Come on, Kitakami, shoot at me, please. You know you want to. Okay. We're gonna have to smoke up here and defend against the Salem. Actually, I might be able to just straight up finish off the Salem. If he's just gonna stop broadside like this. No, he got his zombie heal off. That is unfortunate. I have to go dark here, as we do not want to gunfight a Salem. At least not without being able to get our gimmick away. Marceau is gonna go cap A, so that's fine. Shima is like up north somewhere. Gotta slow down here. This Salem is on the very, very edge of our range. Into that of our smoke, but that's fine. No one's really been interested in trying to shoot at us, so that's gonna be fine. Want this Kitakami to be spotted. Another Citadel. Now I just have to avoid these torpedoes. Salem shots are gonna miss. And now our smoke's about to run out, but that's fine. There's really nothing that they can do at this point. I mean, there's a Shima right there. Shima very heavily misplayed, getting detected right here. And Kitakami's just gonna turn away. In classic Kitakami fashion. You're just gonna turn and kite away. Also, our Marceau is trying to shoot at the Kitakami instead of the 700 health Salem, just by the way. I mean, I guess that Salem might be out of range for the Marceau. Maybe, question mark, but... no, never mind. Now it's just down to... well, never mind. Alright, that went well. It's just because, probably more because they had more dented ships. But, I mean, they had... I mean, honestly, they had the Kitakami and the Sherman that just, like, straight up donated. And honestly, the rest of our, like, team took pretty competent ships. And honestly, the only, well, Shiki might be a little dented. Kitakami is absolutely very dented, and Sherman is dented. But anyway, whatever. We're just going to hopefully pass into silver. That would be absolutely amazing if we could do that. But we currently have a fucking Yoshino. Of fucking course we do. Jesus Christ. What? You have to wonder what goes through the heads of some of these people who are like, yeah, I'm just going to... I want to play ranked, which is all about winning games more than anything. So I'm gonna bring a fucking Yoshino, or a fucking Hindenburg, or Sherman, or an Elbing, Zayo, Henri, like all these super fucking dented picks. But anyway, enough of that. There's no radar to speak of in this entire game. There is a vampire is the only enemy destroyer. I'm going to let our Yoshino Cat be, probably, and we're going to play really hard for C, which this vampire is most certainly also going to be doing. So, this vampire is going to be a very even match, because there's no radar to speak of on either team. There's nothing that can spot each other through our gimmicks, because we both have the same Hydro, so we can both spot each other through our gimmicks and counter spot each other with the same gimmicks. So really all this is down to is who has the better support and or who plays better. So this is going to be a very interesting game. There's Schlieffen. Schlieffen is going to probably be sending it. I wouldn't be surprised. Is Slicer in here? No. I was about to say. Let's see. We're just going to single launch some torpedoes. Those are Make-A-Wish torpedoes. If they hit, they hit. If not, whatever. The main goal right now is to protect ourselves from this vampire. Who is like currently like right on the very, very, very edge of the cap right there. There's a giant smoke cloud right there, so that's going to be the Smolensk. On. This vampire full speeding. Yeah, he is. And there's obviously the Smolensk. Gonna try and get our farm on this Schlieffen a little bit. Because our Schlieffen is deciding he's going to send it. I'm going to have to try and support him as best as I can. Now Yoshino still... How... Oh my fucking god, these people. That is absolutely amazing. That is a way... That is definitely how you play ranked. Right there. is do what that Yoshino did, is just bring a farming ship and then just die in the first 5 minutes of the game. We're gonna have to try and equalize right here. Try and get our farm on the Schlieffen, who's gonna be exiting range. You have 20 more seconds to try and secure this kill. And there we go. Alright, so this vampire did take a very large amount of damage during this past engagement. He has no consumables available, and I know that because he used his consumables at the exact same time I did. So the chances of him being particularly interested in capping is very slim. Although if he does take the risk, then he has a Smolensk behind him, and I don't. We do manage to go dark here, though. And our Burgon is going to kill himself, which is really annoying. Although this Smolensk is about to have Schlieffen problems. Although our Schlieffen is about to have Schlieffen problems. Yeah. That is really annoying. I think this game might be a little doomed, because we're just pretty much wrapped at this point, and spotting is going to be a major, major issue. So, I think right now, our play is going to try and let our team hopefully try and deal with this Smolensk and then the Schlieffen. And then I can hopefully try and keep these guys busy with B. But our Schlieffen is about to go down. And spotting is going to be a huge, huge issue. I'm going to have to definitely be taking advantage of, well, actually, of gun blooms here. Our Schlieffen is dark right now. For how much longer he's going to be dark, who's to say, but right now, all we're waiting for is this incomp to shoot. Might not be able to afford to wait for him to shoot, though. Did manage to get those resets. Go. Get resets. Yeah, and now here's a fucking Schlieffen walking. So, right now, our play is just going to be keep these two spotted. Hopefully for our Schlieffen and defense to be able to deal with. And I really, really wish that I would be able to turn off my smoke generator right now. Just going to launch out some torpedoes on that Schlieffen. And we're just going to keep this Hindenburg spotted. We actually might live this yet. Just gonna keep this Hindenburg spotted. We have a fairly healthy Schlieffen and defense right here. So it's honestly not looking too terrible yet. Though this Schlieffen is not going to walk at sea, which is a major, major plus. And I just have chronic flatulence disorder, don't mind me. No one has taken B yet this entire game, by the way. Though this Hindenburg is coming fairly close to it. Honestly, if this Schlieffen wants to greed for me, I'm fine with that. Because our Schlieffen's about to take A, we're currently ticking on C, and if this Schlieffen is just going to chase after me, instead of walking at C like he really should be doing, then he's basically throwing. Looks like he might have gotten the memo. Although he also could actually just be walking at our defense as well. Hindenburg is still pretty healthy. Right now, all I need to do is just keep these two spotted and try and prevent them from walking if I can, but they're going to be walking in the direction opposite of me, not towards me. And this Schlieffen is just going to be sending it. I was honestly expecting him to turn a little bit or slow down in order to walk at the defense, which is why I underled those torpedoes a little bit, but because I accounted for him doing something, he, of course, just straight-lined and didn't do jack nor shit. So that figures. Right now, we just need to hope that our Schlieffen and our defense just don't die right here. I'm gonna wait for my smoke to come back up off of cooldown. We're gonna put some we're actually gonna fire some single launch torpedoes out on this Hindenburg. And we're going to get ready to use our gimmick to try and lend our firepower in this fight against this Schlieffen right here. I'll wait for our smoke to cover us. Gonna probably get a quick cheeky reset on that Hindenburg. But I think we're going to just focus on trying to put this Schlieffen down more than anything right now. I say as we're going to miss everything. Gonna get another quick reset off. On. Schlieffen really, really needs to go down. Shatters, shatters, shatters. Life of low caliber HE. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this reset off. Actually I might. Yep, we do. Now we just play the reset the Hindenburg game forever. That dispersion seems really wacky. This Hindenburg basically has no chance. We're gonna greed right here. He's gonna keep himself detected. Alright. Playtime's over. Those fires should stick for a little while. He's going to be able to get B now, because I'm not going to be able to afford to reset him anymore. But we've been ticking A and C for so long, it really doesn't matter. All I was doing there is just being greedy. He actually might eat one of those torpedoes, which would be really funny. He's gonna eat it midships too, never mind. Okay. That was a little hectic and got a bit hairy, but I guess that's another lesson there in just don't give up. No matter how hopeless it might look, take your time, look for ways back into the game, look for ways that you can help your team win, look for targets that need to be focused down, look for targets that need to be harassed, and play around your team. And like with this vampire right here, he took so much damage during that initial engagement, even though he had a Smolensk around him the second time around when neither of us had consumables. Because I had just such a massive health advantage on him, that is really what allowed me to take that risk despite the Smolensk, even though I really didn't want to, because, I mean, no one wants to pick a gunfight with another destroyer with a Smolensk right behind them. But our team did manage to help us out. Our defense came in huge. Our Schlieffens, at least one of them, also came in huge. So really all around good game. So that, I think, is going to be it for today. So I will see you tomorrow.